Well, first guns, now football is the latest thing a New York lawmaker wants to restrict. A Democratic assemblyman says it's time to put the health and well-being of our children first, so he's pushing for a ban on tackle football for anyone 10 and under.
Football injuries have been in the spotlight in recent years. The NFL has made a long overdue commitment to preventing and proper treatment of concussions, and states like New York have followed with laws aimed at doing the same for young people. But Democratic Assemblyman Michael Benedetto from the Bronx wants to take things a step further, proposing a rather dramatic change.
The legislation will ban the playing of contact tackle football in New York State.
Benedetto's legislation would only apply to children 10 and under. He cites the results of recent studies into brain injuries as his motivation.
These children, their heads are bigger, their skulls are thinner, their neck muscles are not as strong and able to resist the blows that they're going to sustain. And not just concussions, but subconcussive blows. A multiplicity of these blows over a long period of time can have some very severe effects.
We got concussion awareness.
While not in support of Benedetto's proposal, Pop Warner coaches like Vince Foley of Albany are not surprised by it.
I've been kind of expecting a little bit.
Foley says 5- and 6-year-old Pop Warner players can only play flag football. At what age in the Capital Region did they start tackle football?
7 years old.
He adds that the technology of helmets and pads has come a long way and that the state should not be getting involved in deciding who can and can't play tackle football.
Just like riding a bike. If you don't learn to ride a bike at an early age, the older you get, the harder it gets to learn that. So I feel
Benedetto tells me he has other sponsors ready to sign on in the Assembly, and he's still working on a sponsor in the Senate. I reached out to the Brain Injury Association of New York State to see where they stand on this and was told they haven't seen the legislation yet, but according to Executive Director Judith Avner, quote, research is clear that children's brains are fragile and developing well into their 20s. Consequently, everybody should be extremely concerned about activities that might lead to damage. This concern goes beyond football and sports. Any steps taken to help prevent brain injury should be applauded, giving the potential for lifelong disabilities. For more information, you can check out the online version of this story.